Hope you open the textbook, page number 78, the meaning of the social change. Introduction of the word change. Change is the law of nature. That is, changes always takes place in different countries, different world, but the pace as well as the speed depends upon various factors. Okay, change depends upon the human behavior, morale, the culture, the values, and the social rules and the regulations. It also depends upon the technology which has been taken place, the thinking of the human beings. All this results to the changes which happens. Few of the places changes will be rapid, few of the places changes will be slow. As I told you, we'll be defining the word social change, which has been defined by various sociologists. Notice sociologist Mac Weaver defines social change is a change that takes place in the human social relationships. You can see in the textbook the same sentence has been retained. The noted sociologist Mac Weaver defines social change is a change that takes place in the human social relationships. Any changes which takes place in the human social relationships is considered to be as a change according to the Mac Weaver. He has taken social change relationships changes that takes place in the relationship of the social beings or the human beings is considered to be as a social change. One more definition is the transformation that takes place in the lifestyle of the common people. The transformation or the changes which takes place in the lifestyle of the common people. The best example for this would be the smoking part of it, which was there before, obliged by everyone. Everywhere any people used to smoke, whereas now this is strict rules, regulations which is being passed by the government of each country, saying that people are not supposed to smoke in the open space. If done, there will be punishment which will be allotted to the people. We also have domestic violence. The violence a part of it is become very much important. In olden days and all, there was various exploitation on the domestic employees, whereas now strict rules is also being followed and it is being implemented on the domestic violence also. Divorce is one more important thing. People used to give divorce for silly reasons and all. Based on the thinking of the people, of the human beings, laws, rules, and social structure changes, it has led to the changes even in the divorce as a law is being followed by the people. Next, we can also take an example of the mobile. As you're very much aware that mobile plays a very important role, this has become an important tool for communication part of it. So this has happened because of the change in the technology, change in the behavior of the human beings, change in the lifestyle. So all these things has led to the changes in the social being. Before, as you know, we were depend upon mainly on the letters which you used to write it and send it, or telegrams which was, or telegraph which you used to say, which was the major source of communication. Whereas now it is not like that. The mobile, within fraction of seconds, wherever you are, however you are, what are the messages which you want to send, you can send it. So this is a change. This is a sign of social change. We can also take one more example, that is human evolution. Evolution, as you say that, you can see how man has been evolved. The present man, how is he looking in the picture? If you just have a look of it, you can see so various stages which has happened. So this is again due to the various biological changes, various sociological changes which has happened, has led to the social change in the society and the thinking of the human behavior. Now, the characteristics of social change. Please open page number 78 and 79. You can see, as and when I read, you can also understand the same. Social change is a continuous process. It is a process which actually goes on and on. It is not a stagnant one. It is going on every day, every minute, or it may take a year or a fortnight for the process of social change to happen. It is universal in nature. That is, it is universal in the sense like it is everywhere changes is happening. It's not only in one particular places. It depends upon the various factors, as I told you, thinking capacity of the human beings, the technology, the education, developed, undeveloped, the topology, environment, and so on and so forth. Social change also varies in its form and speed. There's a different types of places where different based on the technology, Based on the science, based on the development, there will be various changes which happen places. In few of the places, since it's developed or maybe various reasons, the topology or the environment, the changes will be a little bit slow in that. So it is universal, it is constant, it is actually varies from speed as well as in pace. Social change occurs in different parts of the world. Next, we will also understand how does this social change occurs. Social change occurs because of mainly two reasons which we can roughly divide into the natural resources. The natural resources leads to like earthquakes, then floods, then we also have waves, then we have this epidemic disease like cholera and plague. Now we have got this coronavirus. All this has led to the various changes in the society, resulting in the behavior of the human beings and the power of adjusting to with the changing circumstances. We also have one more reason as to how changes happens, that is due to the human intervention and the thinking capacity of the people. So results of this would be the freedom from slavery and the bonded labor, the Dalit rights, protection of women's rights. All these reasons has happened due to the changes which has happened in the behavior, the intervention as well as the thinking of the human beings in order to bring the changes in the social structure. So next we'll be moving on to the next topic, social change and social process, page number 79 again. Park and Burgess, who is a noted sociologist, has defined social change into 5 topics or 5 types of social process leading to social change. One would be the conflict, adjustment, cooperation, coexistence, and we also have competition. Let us try to understand in depth the meaning of each and every process. One would be the conflict. So conflict can be defined as any clash of ideas that appear in the term or group that desires to achieve a desired goal. Is there is a clashes of ideas. Whenever there is a differences in the ideas that appears in the team or group that desires to achieve a desired goal. Not to achieve a desired goal, whatever the changes which happens, or the ideas or the clashes which happens leads to so called as a conflict. So best example for this would be the kabaddi play, where the team, there will be two teams, whichever uses the tactics of the tactics while playing the kabaddi will win. So like that only, if the individual or the group is deprived of certain things, if there is anything which is being denied, which people are demand, or if they are not getting it, you can see that there will be a so called as the strikes or the movements which will start, strike, lockdowns and all. This best example, if you just see in the picture, you can see that people are actually opposing or protesting against various things which they have been deprived of what they are supposed to get it. So this is one type of social conflict, is one type of social process which leads to social change. After social change, next one would be the adjustment. The pay with this again, adjustment would be one more important social process which is leading to social change. People and the groups in every society come to certain decisions based on their thoughts. So based on their thoughts, whatever it is good for the particular society or the particular nation, what they will do is that people and the group in every society come to certain decisions based on their thoughts. So based on the thoughts, what they do come for an agreement or maybe one sort of adjustment, so that which will be useful for them. During this type of adjustment, during to come to a conclusion, there will be various decisions which has to be taken case, and during these decisions, few of the people will be liking, few of them won't be liking, few of the classes will like, few of the groups will like, few don't like, few of them will oppose, few of them don't oppose. So all these things, there will be a clashes. These clashes are solved through adjustment. So whatever it is, if it is for the good, then this clashes, whatever it happens, it has to be adjusted and the society has to go on. This adjustments leads to many changes in inside and outside the family in society. It not only depends upon the adjustment, not only with the environment, but it also depends upon inside the family and outside the family also, and so in the society, between the social movements and also on the principles. Third would be what we'll be learning about the cooperation. You can see the meaning of this in page number 79 as well as in 80. Cooperation is the way adopted by human beings to fulfill their basic needs. In order to fulfill their basic needs, cooperation is the way adopted by human beings to fulfill their basic needs. What are the basic needs? Like food, it may be food, clothing, shelter, whatever it is. What are the things which has been happened that will be taken care by the human beings to not to fulfill their basics. So for that they need to cooperate among each other. If there's a conflict, then people won't be happy in their life. They can't actually achieve whatever they wanted to have. So cooperation among the society, cooperation among the groups is a must. If the society is there, then community will be for proper. Then if community is there, then there'll be so-called as country will progress. So in society, relationships are based on give and take. That whatever the give, if there is a give and take policy is there, then cooperation automatically exists. If we just try to understand more depth of the cooperation, we can actually define cooperation into two types of cooperations are there, according to roughly if we just define it as direct cooperation as well as indirect cooperation. What is direct cooperation? Direct cooperation is directly helping in the changes in the social structure. For example, if you take in the school, teachers will be facilitating for you people directly. One subject teacher will be facilitating in order to make them people, in order to make the students to understand that particular topic. So that is called as a direct cooperation. There is one more called as indirect cooperation, where apart from the subject teacher, there will be other subject teachers also, there will be tuition teachers also, there will be cooks who will be helping out, there will be ayahs who will be working in the school, there will be headmasters also, there will be librarian who will be indirectly, they will be helping in order to achieve the learning process. So cooperation is a way adopted by human beings to fulfill their basic needs. Whatever the basic needs is there, in order to achieve that, they should be so-called as a cooperation among the groups, among the team, among the family members, in order to, and there should be a principle of give and take policy which has to be adopted. So this would also lead, once when this give and take policy, this would lead to so-called as the social change, social behavior, social process, changes in the thinking, human behavior, rules, regulations and all will be formed. The last but not least, we'll be defining the coexistence. So this we can find in your textbook in page number 80 as well as 81. Coexistence refers to existing with each other. We'll be living with each other along with cooperation, adjustment, okay, and without conflict. Coexistence is the most important element for the existence and the development of the human society. For the human society to develop, coexistence is an important element, or it's an important tool. In order to understand this, we can take an example of article number 14, which defines clearly that all are equal before law. There is no discrimination to be shown if there is any mischiefs which has been done, a violation of the rules or the law which has been done, whether it's a common person or it is a person who is in the position of president or prime minister, whoever it is. Law which has to be formed, that is equal rights for all the people irrespective of the caste, creed, color, language, religion and so on and so forth. India being a secular country, we have different language, different colors, different range, different festivals and so on and so forth. So different genders are also there in fact in our country. So coexistence is needed in a country like India to achieve so-called as the unity in diversity. So as we conclude the chapter, we'll just revise once again the conflict. Then we also read about the adjustment, cooperation, coexistence. These are all the three which are the things which we are read it, and finally we'll also be learning about the competition. Competition also is one of the important social process which leads to societal changes or change in the society. Competition begin along with the human evolution. You can see in the human evolution, who is the fittest, who is the strong, they are only surviving as of now. This holds good not only in human beings, it also holds good even with the animals, with the birds also, for the survival of the fittest, for the existence. We also know that there is a cooperation among the birds, competition among the birds as well as insects for food, shelter and others. Similar type of competition is found among the human beings as well. This leads to conflict in the society. So competition which is there, it is to be there for the well-being. According to Darwin, one of the noted person, he says that the evolution of life takes place on the basis of conflict and competition. As the competition increases, only the fittest being survive and the weak being punished. So according to this, whenever there's competition, there'll be a conflict. Like I should come first, you should come first. So what will happen? So whenever there's whoever is the fittest, who is very much interested, who is very much intelligent, who is very much hard worker, they only will win. This happens even in case of the society, also in the human beings, for various reasons. In the offices, for that matter, you want to get more promotion, he wants to earn more money. For all these things, what will happen? There will be a competition. So when where's competition is there, there will be a conflict. But in general, if you see, competition should be there so that people will be able to concentrate, be able to progress in their life. If the human beings thinking changes, definitely there will be change in the social structure, which leads to social change. So last but not least, we'll just conclude with one more needs of social change. Why, in spite of we right from the whole session, we are decided about social change, why is it needed? We can conclude by saying that social change is necessary to bring many changes in the social structure and the functions of the society. In order to bring the functions as well as the structural changes in the human beings in the society, social change is a must. Hope I have made myself clear about the word social change, the definition, the characteristics, the types of social changes, different definitions which has been defined by various sociologists in this chapter. So this would be a chapter where I'll be concluding, and I think I have made myself clear about the topic which I was supposed to explain to you. Next topic we'll be dealing with the word community. What is community? What are the types of communities are there? And the meaning of the community, nomadic community and its character, tribal community and its character, rural community and its characteristics, urban community and its characteristics. Thanks, I enjoyed this session. Hope you also enjoyed the same thing. We'll see you very soon in my next session while I'm dealing with community. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Happy learning.